You can be an amazing actor and not have a career if you don't know how. Why would us as actors have to be perfect in order to do a good job? I want to talk about 3 things that I wish I knew before I started acting. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Emily. This is my YouTube channel. I'm doing a series about getting into acting. In today's video, I want to talk about 3 things that I wish I knew before I started acting. So let's just jump right into it. So the number 1 thing that I wish that I knew or just understood better before I started acting was that hearing no is okay. You're gonna do hundreds and hundreds, sometimes even thousands of auditions, and you're not gonna hear anything from like 98% of them. It's like the couple few that are like, yes, we want her, we want him, they're perfect for this. And it's so hard to be kind to yourself when you're auditioning because it feels like a brutal process. Like you put so much time into an audition and you send it in and then you don't hear anything at all. Not even a reason why you didn't get it, because that's just not a thing. Like casting directors don't have time to tell everyone who auditions why they didn't get the role. So it's like you send it in, if you hear something back, they want to work with you. If you don't hear anything back, then you just have to move on. And so I wish that I was just better at understanding that you submit your audition and then you need to forget about it, because that's the only way that you can keep yourself from literally going insane over it, because there's nothing you can do. It's out of your control once you submit your audition. So in my mind, there's no point in like festering over that or like just running your mind through that all the time. So number 1, please know that it's okay if you don't hear anything back on your auditions. There's nothing wrong with you. Maybe it wasn't a perfect tape, but there could be so many other reasons. A lot of them could be really silly, like maybe they don't like how much you look like someone's ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe they just completely took out the role, or they changed the age or the gender or the type of person completely. The list really goes on and on of why you could possibly not be booking something. So you just need to be okay with that, and that's so hard to do, and I know that because sometimes we get auditions and we're like, oh my god, this is perfect, I love this, and then you spend a lot of time on it and then crickets. You don't hear anything and it hurts. It does. We all know that, but it's just really important to understand that it's not your fault. Maybe it is. Maybe sometimes, yes, you do bad auditions. Everyone does. You're not gonna do a perfect audition every time because there's no such thing. Be kind to yourself is kind of the takeaway that you should have from that. Number 2 is, I talked about this a little bit in a previous video, but do not look for an agent right when you're starting out. Don't even submit to any. Just leave them alone for now. You need to learn the craft. You need to learn the business. You need to get materials before you can start submitting yourself to agents, because if you start sending stuff to agents without having good headshots or good clips or anything on your resume, no training, they're not gonna look at you. And if they do, they're just gonna see that you're really unprofessional and unprepared, and that could potentially hinder your chances with that agency in the future. So you wanna protect your future self once you're at that more professional point of having the things that you need and the abilities that you have to be able to submit to agents. So that's number 2. Just learn the business. Check out this video above if you want to learn more about that. I went into detail about this on that video because it's so important to understand how this business of show business works. That's why it's called show business, and that's something that a lot of people just breeze right over when they see that, like, oh, it's show business, I'm gonna learn how to become an actor. Like, yes, you need to learn how to act, but there's so much more that goes into it. You can be an amazing actor and not have a career if you don't know how. That's why I recommend Hollywood Winter Star Girl Academy. I'm also gonna leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Number 3, this one is so difficult to understand. It's so hard to like trust, but it's that you cannot try to be perfect. Stop trying to be perfect in your tapes. Stop trying to be the perfect scene partner. Stop trying to be the perfect actor, because there's no such thing. And you want to know why there's no such thing is because acting is human. We're trying to humanize ourselves and put ourselves into these characters, and guess what? Humans aren't perfect. None of us are. So why would our characters be? Why would us as actors have to be perfect in order to do a good job? You know, like if you really think about it, it makes sense. But when you're in the process of auditioning, you're like, okay, I need to give them exactly what they want. I need to do this and this and this. I need to be fully immersed into the scene. Like, just stop, you know? Be kind to yourself. Because if you think about it this way, casting directors don't want perfect. They don't want you to do anything specifically, and if they did, they would have said that in the audition breakdown, you know? They would have given you more clues about that in the breakdown, but they don't. They let you make your own interpretations of the script that they give you because they want to see how you put yourself into it. They don't want to see how you make yourself look better to them. They just want to see you be you, and they want to see you be authentic and really trust yourself, and that's so hard. It's really hard for me still too. It's always going to be difficult, but it's just something that we need to be consciously working on. is just stop striving for perfection. I know this goes for everything in life, but it's so important for acting. Just stop trying to be perfect. Let yourself be a human, because really that's what this is all about. You just have to trust yourself. You have to believe yourself. And once you believe what you're saying, it makes it a lot easier for people watching you to believe what you're saying too. So this is kind of just a really quick video. I just really wanted to talk about those 3 things because, you know, acting, it can really affect your mental health, and it can be really isolating at times if you let it be. And it's really hard to be nice to yourself and trust that you're good enough and to get out of the imposter syndrome, because believe it or not, even famous actors still feel that way. I've seen tons of interviews with like A-listers at this point, and they still feel like imposters when they step onto set sometimes. So that should make you feel better, knowing that everyone feels the same way. Maybe not in the same exact extent, like maybe some people, you know, we're not all the same humans. That's not what I mean, but everyone feels that to some extent. So you really just gotta be able to trust yourself. You have to understand how your own body and your own emotions work. So for me, honestly, acting is therapeutic for me. A lot of my classes are. I've learned a lot about myself as a human from acting, and it's just really a beautiful process when you let it be. So those are the 3 things that I wanted to talk about today. Let me know if you resonate with any of these points, and if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'd be happy to make another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!